I'm meteorologist Gary Lezak with Weather 2020. This will be a quick tropical update. Not much going on in the tropics right now. There is a little area of interest that the National Hurricane Center has on, and I'll show that to you in a second. And we're still thinking of all those with the devastating disaster we just experienced. Here's that area of interest that we'll talk about here in just a second over the Northeast Gulf and across Florida once again. All right, this is our July 12th Tropical Insights Report. Our full in-depth analysis of the growing, planting, harvest season ahead will be in Tuesday's update. A little bit of that today too as well. How horrible is this, everybody? I mean, I saw a water rescue. I posted it on my Facebook and X accounts. You can follow those if you want to. But what a disaster. 121 people killed, and it's just, there's been some heroism, but so many people are still missing. This flood was just ridiculous. I mean, so much rain. Could there have been a little longer warning? Well, if you know the LRC, this was Nadine back in October. Nadine tracked into Mexico and fell apart. Barry formed right where Nadine did, almost in the exact same spot, and became Barry and moved inland, and then the moisture got into the storm, and the rest is history. Chantal also formed a week ago, and that tracked right in and over. This is our prediction from the March the 24th report. You can see there, and it formed into a tropical storm and just south of our center prediction. Right here is where we predicted it to target, and we still have to watch this region 40 days later or so. So around August the 20th, 24th, 25th, somewhere in that range, watch out right in here for a bigger one. We've had Andrea, Barry, and Chantal. The next one will be named Dexter. Will there be another one? When is the next one coming? Also, look at this. If you live near Kansas City, it's been near average rainfall in the last month. But look, they're in the bullseye of not so much rain, whereas Nebraska and Iowa, all of a sudden the target of quite a bit of rain, 150 to 200% of average. And, of course, Texas, the horrific flood down here. But there's the last 30 days of rain. And is this a trend? We'll talk about it. Remember, the jet stream is weakening. It's going to reach its weakest and farthest north position way up here. Could lead to a heat wave. We'll see. We'll talk about that next week. This is the part of the pattern we're in right now. Our forecast from also March 24th to target around August 22nd, also mid-July, right now, mid-July, July 11th, 12th, 15th, 20th. Right in this area, and the Hurricane Center has that targeted. I'll show you in a second. Well, we've got 3 named storms so far, but it is fairly quiet. 20 is our prediction, and there hasn't been a hurricane, so we might have overshot our numbers here, but we'll stick with it, see what happens. We've been the most accurate for 3 years in a row, but right now it's trending lower than we predicted this year at this moment. All right, again, here's that disturbance in that predicted zone that we have for right now. And this is in the next 7 days for possible development, but we don't see any evidence of it yet on the satellite pictures. But remember, it is part of the LRC forecast for right around this next 7-day stretch to have something in here. So let's see if anything develops. But there's the latest 20% chance of formation in the next 7 days for the National Hurricane Center. All right, so there's the latest. Again, I'm sort of in a somber mood with just thinking of all those flood victims. I can't even imagine. It's like a nightmare. Did it really happen? And yet there's all these families that are just devastated. So our thoughts and prayers are with the families of the horrible flooding. Not just there, but New Mexico had some flooding fatalities as well. And that was one of the targets early on in the LRC. All right, have a great weekend. A full update on Tuesday. Tropics are quiet for right now.